Welcome to Chris Parkin Shooting Sports. Today I thought I'd do you a bit of a video and show you some photos of all different types of reticles and help you get an idea of what's available and what you might choose for your shooting needs. Whether you call them reticles, reticules, crosshairs, Christmas trees or whatever, this tiny little internal element of any optic is the part we look at the most. Appearing in either the first or second focal plane, this item is the shape with which we aim the rifle, and the variations possible in both size and complexity are almost limitless, but here are a few of the general factors when choosing. Whereas the old crosshair or wire reticle was once common, laser-etched reticles shown on internal glass elements are now the general standard, and coupled to the precision etching has allowed once physically comparatively thick wires replaced by almost limitlessly thin black lines. But beware going too thin. You might struggle to see all the details, and as a factor of age and diminishing eyesight, don't be afraid to accept that you are not as sharp as you once were. As a basic aiming option for hunting, simplicity is often the best, with a simple number 4 or slightly finer number 7 reticle showing heavier outer arms with finer central crossover. Many have been designed to offer specific species related to dimensions X at range Y magnification between the outer, thicker bars and so-called 30-30. But as laser rangefinders become more common, these factors have fallen away from marketing criteria. The addition of illumination is very common, and the ability to have a central dot on such a reticle makes it far more visible in front of disruptive backgrounds. The quality of high-end optics will often show a more perceptible solid red dot rather than a bright dazzle. Subtle factors you see after using hundreds of them. If you go for a superfine reticle like this Swarovski, the illuminated dot is incredibly helpful to even see where the lines intersect. As reticle shape complexity increases, more of the reticle may be illuminated, from a centre cross all the way up to the Christmas tree with multiple holdover and wind correction elements. But these can become extremely complex, hard to notice all the details, and visually obscuring the target when watching for bullet impacts. So, not always the delight you think they might be. These of course may have been originally designed for when a target would show explicit detail on impact or in cooperation with a spotter allowing fast correction aim-offs. Subtension is a specification sometimes listed in instruction manuals and basically describes how much of the target is covered by the elements of the reticle. For example, we discuss 1 cm clicks at 100 meters. Well, the finest European reticles may subtend just 0.5 cm at 100 meters, 0.05 milliradians, meaning a 1 cm aiming spot at this distance would effectively be quartered. Yet it's no good having such fine aiming precision if you can't see the reticle in poor light, or image resolution in full daylight is so weak shooters subconsciously look around the reticle to see the aiming spot. Not an uncommonly noticed factor when instructing. Lower priced optics sometimes offered a large magnification zoom on second focal plane optics to attract buyers with big numbers and to realistically smooth over the fact the reticles were comparatively bulky, and without 32 times magnification you couldn't bisect the aim point. Alternatively, with the most expensive premium optics for tactical use with first focal plane reticles, there are often elements that are virtually invisible at 5 times but grow in importance to your field of view at 25 times. Some complex reticle designs are often developed by highly qualified shooters for specific needs, and not just marketing ideas. Yet these can carry quite expensive copyright cost, although are very functional if you use their shooting methodology. Holdover reticles in the second focal plane need a specific magnification setting to comply with their listed subtensions. First focal plane correlates perfectly at any magnification. Target and reticle maintain exact size ratio. Second focal plane has a reticle that always stays the same in size, just the target growing or shrinking. It sounds counterintuitive to some, but beautifully logical with fewer mistakes possible to others. If you want your hunting rifle to set up on the 100, 200, 300, 400 aim points in meters or yards, second focal plane reticles will only ever be an approximation, and you need to experiment with exact magnification and use the same one every time to maintain point of impact. In first focal plane, a half mil hash mark will always be a half mil hash mark. The detail of laser etching has allowed secondary reticles within the optic to give greater detail for tasks like target measurement for more tactical use. These often reside in the lower quadrants and spare the main reticle from fussy increments. In fairness, I'm a metric guy with a love of first focal plane for simplicity, but neither system is superior, just better suited to people or specific tasks. Other functions you may come across are reticles like Swarovski's DS, which displays range and holdover point from an internal laser rangefinder and ballistic calculator. Burris and Sig Sauer have offered similar capability at slightly lower complexity. I've used all three, and it's only a matter of time until the firing solution possibilities of long-range wind measurement using Doppler radar get factored in at the very elite optical levels for windage AMOS 2. I've used literally hundreds of scopes and reticles in my last 11 years of reviewing. Nothing is specifically any better than anything else, but there are general trends, and manufacturers seem to have a characteristic design style within their houses. What's seen as most important is that features once seen only on premium optics have now filtered through to all price points, making the accessibility and usability of scopes far better for all shooters. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and please comment, because your comments are what drive my videos. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.